Julia, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Hi.
I'm so happy to have you on. I want to get into Ozark and the whole show and how amazing you are. But this is your first time on our show and our first time kind of meeting through Zoom. But you've actually you've been here before?
Yeah, so funny enough, my husband, like our first date was on, so he was performing on your show. He was performing 2 years ago. He was performing Sit Next to Me. He's
Oh
Foster
yeah,
the People.
yeah. With his
And
right, Foster the People.
so then and he was coming to New York and he's like, "Hey, do you wanna like come visit me on Fallon?" And I was like, "Okay." So like I've never met you, but I've seen your show live.
That is
So you're a good luck
unbelievable.
charm. You're a good luck charm.
I love that. I will take
And
that.
now we're 2 years later, we're married. So there you go.
I love this story. You gotta put me in the book when you write it, please.
Yeah. I'm gonna call you the Yenta of
Yes.
late night shows.
Thank you. That's all I want. I want that to go out there. Please, thank you.
Yeah.
Show business runs in your family. Your mom was on an Israeli sketch show. Is that correct?
Yeah, she was. I mean, it's like I guess it's the Israeli version of. Have you ever heard that show at Saturday Night Live? I'm kidding.
What night is that on again?
Yeah, what's that on? No, she was on this Israeli like sketch show, and she turned and she was then became a therapist, and my dad's an art teacher, painter. So, and my sister is also very funny. I have a very funny family.
Yeah. Would you guys do bits together at parties and stuff like that when you get together?
No, yeah, well, we would like my family when prank calling was a thing. Kids will not understand it these days, but we
Yeah.
used to like my parents would love to have like the telemarketer, like pick up the phone for the telemarketer, and they would just like they had this. My mom had this whole sketch that she would do. She would play like a Russian babysitter. My mom has a really thick Israeli accent, so she would just be like, it's terrible, but she would be like, hello, and just like, yeah, it's Mr. Garner home. It's like, no, parents all day work. They go on dinner with friends, and kids all they want is McNuggets and pizza, and it's.
And you guys would be
and then-
around her as she's.
Oh, we would be in the living room, and then I would come in, and she would be like this, and then she's like, hold on. She's like, now there's Dookie Bird flying all over the floor everywhere, and then I would be like just squeaking and
Doing
and
Foley
then-
work, sound effects, everything?
yeah.
Oh,
And we were so upset when they stopped calling because everyone stopped calling.
do you do any other like celebrity voices or just?
I can do like a Britney impression.
Oh, please! Can we hear just a little
Britney
Britney?
Spears. Yeah.
I'm a big Brit.
Oh
My God, dude, that's it! Oh my gosh, you got the croak at the beginning. Oh my gosh. Oh my
Like-
gosh, dude, that is so.
And
It's
then,
just.
and then it's like it goes into that, and then it's like same family as like Gwen Stefani.
How
But
would
Gwen Stefani's a little. They're like in the same. I love Gwen Stefani too, but Gwen Stefani's more like she does this. You and me we used to be together every day, forever. Oh,
Dude, it's interesting. Your body turned into Gwen Stefani just now, and your face, that was perfect.
But Britney's more like.
Yeah.
Like,
Dude, you can do an impression without doing the impression. You're amazing. I have to talk about Ozark because, and I will be truthful with you, I'm currently on episode 3 on the first season. And please
listen,
don't...
I appreciate the honesty. It would be like the worst if you were like, I saw everything.
Okay, good. All right, yeah, good. Because
Yeah.
I almost, to be honest, I don't want to finish it because I don't want it to end. I love it. I think you're amazing in this. I think everyone's amazing, but I'm like, this girl's, you're knocking it out of the park. It's so
Thank
well
you.
done. I mean, you just got nominated again for another Emmy. Congratulations. Last year you won. What do you remember about winning the Emmy?
to be honest, like bits and pieces. I mean, it was like a no, but it's like a really like it's like an out of body experience. You don't plan on your life. Like you don't think about when you're a kid, like when am I gonna win my Emmy? Like you don't think about like even like I mean, at least I didn't think about it.
No.
It's just it was kind of a weird thing. And then, you know, when you go on stage, it's like you really just you kind of black out. You're like, oh my God. And then you don't do what I did stupidly, which I looked the first 3 rows.
No.
By accident. That was by accident because what happened was I was here and then I put my head there and then like then Michael Douglas was sitting in the front row and I made direct eye contact with him and he was like, and I loved him, but he was like,
Yeah. No, you get nervous.
just so serious. And I had to pause and I could feel the audience. I could just feel everybody was like, where is this girl going? Like,
Oh, you can't
what is
look.
she?
You can never look into the crowd.
So that was my experience, but it was overall, it was great.
Yeah, from what you remember, yeah, absolutely.
From
yeah.
what I remember, yeah.
Are you everyone I've interviewed, I've asked, what shows are you watching in quarantine, and I'll say 98% of the people said Ozark. Everyone's watching you. Is it awesome? Does it feel cool that everyone's watching? Do you have a lot of celebrity fans? Do you know everybody who's watching? Anyone that surprises you?
You know how it is. It's like I'm sure it's the same thing with like you. It's like, it's a great feeling to know that people are like it's weird, but it's a great feeling to know that people are like watching your work, because obviously like we're in entertainment.
Was there any celebrity, anyone that like kind of shocked you? You're like,
well,
that's
LeBron
cool?
James tweeted about it, which that was pretty cool.
Yeah. You think?
It was very like casual. And then I don't want to start rumors. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure, but I heard that Obama watched it.
Really?
Of
Of course he does.
Now, here's the thing. I might be wrong. I don't know.
Well, I'll take the rumor that you're starting and I will spread it. I gotta say, I am loving what I'm seeing. So far, you're just knocking it out of the park. Again, I'm only 3 episodes into season 1. I know there's 3 other seasons. And the 4th season, they just announced a 4th and the final season, correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you tease anything at all or no?
No, I don't think so, but I will say it's not going to turn into like a family-friendly comedy.
All right, that's good.
I will say that.
That'll keep me going. That's all I need to know.
Yeah.
I'm a fan. I just really wanted to meet you and say congrats and all this. You're really great.
Thank you so much.
Julia Garner, everyone. All 3 seasons of Ozark are streaming right now on Netflix. Check it out. You will love it. We'll be right back with a performance from Surfaces, everybody. Say hi to your husband, by the way, please.
Okay, I will. Thank you so much.
Bye,
Thank
bud.
you. Bye.
On and on and on. I said, and it's on and